All right, last class for Monday. This is our reading homework. We have homework this week. Usually it's English, but the English page didn't lend itself well to homework, so I really want to do, I found this reading page that I really like a little better, so we're going to do that. So I'll pull it up for you. It's page 212 in your reading packet. And let's find it. There it is. Okay, and it's on the back of this one. Remember this one that we did this morning for reading? We talked about the advice that was given to the farmer. And this page is kind of a phonics page. It's called March, Shuffled, and Headed. And I bet it's about past tense verbs. It's page 212 right here. Pull it up for you. There it is, page 212. Come on, there it goes. And we want to put our name on it. Yeah. And do a favor for me. We're going to mark this with a great big homework. That way we'll know it is homework. Okay, very good. And then we'll read our directions together. It says, read the words, circle the sound of ED, circle the number of syllables. Sometimes the sound ED in a word sounds like ed. Sometimes it just sounds like d, and sometimes it sounds like a t. Let's look at the word buzzed. Buzzed. Do we say buzzed, buzzed, or buzzed? That's right, we just say buzzed. So we're going to circle the D. And then it's asking us to count the number of syllables. This isn't very hard. We have the word buzzed, you count. Buzzed. How many claps did I make? Buzzed. Another way I've heard to do it, and I love it, is where you put your hand under your chin and you count how many times you move your hand with your chin. The word is buzzed. Buzzed. See it work one time. So this number has one syllable. Okay. The next word is licked. Do we say licked, licked, or licked? Circle the one that you hear. Licked, licked, or licked. And in the word licked, how many syllables do you hear? Licked. Claps do I make? One or two? Circle that. Then we go on to the next one. The next word is rotted, 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 rotted. Do we say rotten? Do we say rot or rotted? Okay, circle when you hear. And then if we say the word rotted, how many sounds do you hear? How many syllables? One or two? Circle those. Next one is wagged, 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 or wagged. How do we say that? And count the syllables. Wagged. Do you hear one or two? Wagged. You can clap that out if you need it. Next one is rocked. Rocked. Do you say rocked? Do you say rocked? Or do you say rocked? Circle the one that is. These are a little bit tricky. They're kind of advanced. We haven't done much with this, but it's good practice. And when you say the word rocked, how many sounds do you make? How many claps do you make? One or two? And this part is some comprehension. This is what you remember from our story. The directions say, fill in the circle next to the best answer. All of these answers might be right, but only one is the absolute best. That's the one you're targeting. I have my face over here and keep looking over that way. Okay. Number 1, my choices are bolted or breaded. And let's read number 1 for me, please, Rylan. The farmer blank his door and set off. The farmer bolted his door or the farmer breaded his door? Mark the answer that you think is correct. Bolted or breaded. And number 2 says, for part, I'm sorry, leave that up, maybe a little too high. There we go. Number 2 says, closed or carried? And here's the question. For part of the trip, Glum blank just the farmer's son. Glum closed the farmer's son or Glum carried the farmer's son? Color in the answer that you think goes in that spot. We'll give number 3 to Kylie. It says ribbed or reached. Ribbed or reached. And the question says, they traveled until they blank the town. They traveled until they ribbed the town, or they traveled until they reached the town. Which one do you think fits in that spot? And number 4 goes to Brianna. Brianna, our choices are perked or perched. Number 4 says, Brianna, the donkey's long brown ears blank up. Did the ears perk up or perch up? What word fits in that sentence? And the last one goes to Preston. Preston, our choices are willed or wobbled. Preston, read number 5 for us. When both the farmer and his son rode, Glum blank. When both the farmer and his son were on the donkey, did Glum will or did Glum wobble? Will or wobble? I just see that this reading page is a little farther than where we are. I guess you're doing a little predicting here, predicting what you think is going to happen. So, all right, good job on this. This was reading homework for Monday, February 22nd. I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday homework or for Tuesday work. Have a good night and we'll talk to you then.